Hey guys, it's Eric here and this is my unboxing and quick review of the Infinix Hot 8. The box has a greenish, lemonish gradient color. You have some of the specs on the back. When you open it up, you're greeted with the smartphone. Let's go ahead and take out the sticker on the back and on the front. This one is the midnight black color. It also comes in Quetzal Cyan, Cosmic Purple and Shark Grey. You get the warranty card. You have an envelope that holds the SIM ejector tool, a note from Files by Google, a user manual. You can see all the 4G LTE bands that they support here, so no Glow 4G band 28, X-Club leaflet, a film screen protector, and a textured TPU case. It has this nice modern office wall graffiti look that adds a bit of personality to the phone. In the bottom compartment, you have a standard 10-watt charger, a micro USB cable, and a pair of earphones. On the front, you have a 6.6-inch HD Plus IPS LCD display with 20:9 aspect ratio. On top of that display, you have a drop notch that houses an 8-megapixel camera with flash and earpiece. On the back, you have a 13-megapixel main shooter, a 2-megapixel depth sensor, and a QVGA low light sensor with quad flash. You also get a fingerprint sensor and some Infinix branding. On the left, you have a 3-in-1 tray that houses two 4G LTE nano SIMs and an SD card. On the right, you have a power button and volume rocker. On the top, you have nothing. On the bottom, you have a 3.5mm headphone jack, a microphone, a micro USB port, and a speaker. The Hot 8's back and frame are made from a glossy plastic material and it's a unibody design. It does seem like the black color is a bit boring and probably is the least attractive of all the color options. This device is big but not heavy considering, definitely for two-handed use. Comparing its design with that of the S4, their notches are identical. The Hot 8 is significantly taller, but the Hot 8's back comes off as less premium of the two. The display is only a HD Plus display, but colors are well saturated. With this aspect ratio, it is meant for media consumption, especially movies. It's bright outdoors, is responsive to type on, and has great viewing angles. You get eye care, reading mode, etc. There's an option to hide the notch. In the settings, we see that it comes with 2 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of storage. You have over 24 gigs available to use. It runs on Android 9 Pie with the latest XOS Cheetah version 5.0.2 slapped on top of it. In the quick settings, you get all the familiar utility tools. In the app drawer, you get a whole lot of bloatware and you can delete them. We get Files by Google pre-installed. If you've ever used any phone running Android Go edition, you probably have an idea of what this can do. This is your file manager and you can share files, clean duplicate files and APKs taking up all your storage space, and uninstall unused apps, etc. Navigation settings are here, all 6 options including swipe gestures, a smart panel especially for one-handed operation on this phone because it's a really tall aspect ratio and reaching the top requires a second hand, plus even the toggle for the one-handed mode requires a swipe from the top. About performance, the processor powering this guy is the Helio P22 quad-core CPU clocked at 2.0 GHz, same one on the Smart Tray Plus that I reviewed. They actually have a lot in common, capable of running your social media apps and messengers but not at the same time. So in spite of the tall display, the split screen is not something you want to do on a regular basis on the Hot 8. The fingerprint sensor takes about a second to unlock, which is slower than most. It does read accurately most of the time. The face unlock also takes about a second delay too. Something we've gotten quite used to on the Hot series is the Dirac sound, and here's what the speaker sounds like side by side the S4. When it comes to gaming, as usual I played PUBG on default settings, which on this guy is smooth graphics and medium frame rates. PUBG runs okay, still get occasional stutters. There's this Leo AI engine pop-up and it's supposed to give you some game boost to enhance your gameplay. If you'd like to see what it feels like in the separate gaming review, let me know in the comments. About battery life, I got through a day of use, using mostly social media apps. I took photos and light gaming all on Wi-Fi. This gave me 7 hours of screen on time with 50% battery left. The Helio P22 CPU uses a 12nm process and has already been established as a power-efficient chip. When paired with a beastly 5000 mAh battery, what you get is 2 full days of use or a ridiculously lengthy screen on time for the average user. It took me 3 hours and 37 minutes to charge from 0 to 100%, which is a downside of having a huge battery on a budget device such as this one, cause it doesn't support fast charging. The camera on the Infinix Hot 8 is indeed a step up from the single camera of the Hot 7, and most of it isn't just for show. The bokeh is adjustable before and after your shot, plus you get a lot of AR animojis for anyone who is into them. Here are some of the shots that I took. Outdoors, dynamic range is fair, the primary portrait mode is decent, but it does have a crop factor. Compared to the S4, the Hot 8 managed to take better looking selfies with better skin tones. The QVGA low light sensor brightens the shots, but colors end up looking faded. It shoots videos in 1080p. This is the selfie camera of the Infinix Hot 8, and here's what the audio sounds like. Infinix Hot 8 is the first Infinix smartphone to pack a 5000 mAh battery, and in fact actually packs the biggest display from Infinix. I know there are people who need all the battery juice to power a small country on their smartphone, and I'd easily recommend it to those with big hands or people on a budget who love phablet-sized gadgets for consuming media. If you're not in this category, then Smart 3 Plus is probably a better option for you. So quick question, are there any other budget phablets from any brand that packs a display this huge for the price of around 32,000 Naira or $90 US? Please let me know in the comments, cause all this plus a decent camera has me wondering if there are market forces at play here coming from the prices of the competition, that is if there are any for the Hot 8. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and share it. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram to see what I'm up to. Please subscribe for more videos like this, as it will mean a lot to me, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.